This ute's seen better days, peeling paint, years of hard use, so it's time for a facelift. We'll beat out the dents, throw on a textured coat so she's tough as nails in the bush, and walk you through every step start to finish.
Okay,
Decal. We'll tally the costs and show you how to do it yourself with basic tools, minimal gear, and a bit of an adventurous spirit, all for well under $1,000. So grab a coldie and enjoy.
Take 12. Look, all you need to know, right, we're about to paint that thing.
But first, I'm about to make this job a little bit harder.
Oh mate, I just can't believe you haven't seen it already.
Seen what?
Take a few steps back.
Oh, your roof racks are gone.
Yeah.
You got something, didn't you? Oh, you.
I had a little mishap at Coles after I got home from work. On the way out, the low clearance sign is collected. I think it collected the awning, and it's ripped the roof racks off the top of the ute. Now, Gary doesn't know what's going on yet. I messaged him before saying, hey, just as an FYI, I'm going to be filming when I pull up to the workshop. I'm not going to tell you why, because I want to get your reaction. He's going to kill me. I am a dead man.
What do you want? What's going on?
Surprised you didn't see it when I pulled up.
You here to work?
Huh?
You here to work?
Oh mate, I just can't believe you haven't seen it already.
Yeah. Seen what?
Seen what? Take a few steps back.
Can you bleep this out? You fucking idiot. What did you do? What did you do to your chain rail? Oh, your roof racks are gone.
Yeah.
You went under something, didn't you? Oh, you. I don't know. I'm just going to drive like this. What is that mess, mate? What's holding it besides these?
Not much.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You do realise how much more damage you cause, right?
Yeah, I've added much more work to this job than we were doing before.
I thought it would have been like, you know, the old days married couple, as they leave all the cans in the back, go dong, 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 they just clicks right along.
It almost was.
I thought you would have just heard that all the way down the road.
Lucky I had those ratchet straps in the back so I could just anchor it to the canopy, yeah.
Thanks for that, mate.
No, you're welcome. And just remember that this was just to create an opportunity for you to show your work off. I did this for you, mate.
My talent?
Did this to give you a chance to shine.
That's one of the easy, that's not as bad as this one. See, this one's punched in a lot further. Did you say you tied this down?
No, I anchored it so it wouldn't slide this way. But look at this, man. The only thing holding this all together are those metal zip ties I put on the solar panel.
At least they did that. Well, not that one. That one's all torn up.
Oh, look, one's okay.
Now that Gary's finished roasting me, it's time to get to work. These Tritons are notorious for flaking paintwork over time, but it isn't just a Triton problem. Chances are if you're watching this, you have a 4B that needs some attention in this area too. So our first step is, let's deal with these patches of bad paint. We're using a 6-inch palm sander and a 6-inch 180 disc.
If you have a close look here, see how over here it's got the grey primer?
Yep.
And it's all nice, and over here,
Yep.
it just looks like it's still got sharp edges.
Yep.
That'll peel off if we paint over it right now. Okay? So you need to keep an eye on that stuff. You'll see some areas it'll keep flaking off, like feel that, and then feel that. That's nice and smooth, and that just keeps flaking.
Yeah.
You got to keep going until it's gone, right? I'll just go straight to the edge and just get it right out completely. That's not a bad job, but you can see a few areas where you couldn't get in there because the belt mold was on. So what we're going to do in this case, we'll take the belt mold off, right? Sometimes they got a screw behind it, sometimes they just pop on and off. So I'm pretty sure these have screws in them. So always check, because if you don't check and you start taking it out from the outside, you'll just buckle it once it's bent, throw it out, get a new one. So all I want to do is try and roll it out this way, so towards me. All I want to do is get a bit of separation there. Oh, she's being cheeky. Right. Zane's done all the hard work. Right, he's feathered it all out. It's all nice and smooth, as you can see. There's no edges, I can't feel anything. So he's done a pretty good job.
Now that these patches of bad paint have been feathered out, they need to be sprayed with a primer filler to protect the metal and to give the texture coat something to grip to. Any spray can primer filler will get the job done.
See what happened here? Perfect example. See, that's a fry up. Because I was lazy and I didn't wipe all that shit that landed on there.
Yep.
And then I thought I'll just put a rag over it. So all I'm going to do, mate, is I'm going to wipe it all back off while it's still wet with a bit of thinness. That's better. So you got grey primer and white primer. White car, white primer doesn't look as bad. When you're driving around, people don't think you damaged something or stuffed something up. Well, they don't want to look at the roof racks.
I think the roof rack hanging half of it.
Yeah. Oh mate, I could just imagine what people were thinking while you were driving. Look, we can almost leave this like this. Look how talentedly well I blended that in. Is that even proper English?
No. But it's close enough.
Okay, sorry. It's fully sick.
It's fully sick.
Because Zane's already done that, over here is still a bit dirty and shiny, so I just want to give it a scuff so the paint can actually, the primer can stick better. Right, I'll wipe it down.
You're a prep, so he's a prep. So.
But this one's thinners because I couldn't be bothered. Same thing. Well, it's not, but it is in this case.
Same outcome though, yeah.
Remember, just dust it. Don't be in a hurry. Sort of let it just flash off a little bit, which this primer normally does pretty quick. And that's it.
Look at you go.
Now to fix my bugger up at Coles, Gary's going to use a dent puller that welds studs onto the bare metal to anchor onto, so this section needs to be back to bare metal. I'm using 80 grit sandpaper here to make sure all the traces of the paint are gone. No particular technique involved here, just move that palm sander around until everything's gone. You can see I'm using the edge of the palm sander here to get into those tight spaces. If the paint's still on, the dent puller won't be able to weld onto it as the paint doesn't conduct current. Next up, Gary's using a slide hammer dent puller. These are expensive to buy and I couldn't find anywhere to rent them, so this might be a part of the project where it's easier to call someone in and get the job done. If you're in the Brisbane area, I know a bloke.
Welcome back. No, right, what we're going to do now is we're going to fix Zane's little mishap he had the other day, him versus Coles, and I think he lost. We got our dent puller. Zane's already done the hard work. He's taken it all back to bare metal, ready to go. So we need to put the earth on there, otherwise if it's not clean, what will happen is he won't earth out and it won't get the current that we want. He won't pop out properly. So we got one end, simple, earth, and we got this monstrosity. So once you weld it on that, you basically just give it a good, and she'll come out. So what we're about to do, we're gonna pull the dent out. We're just gonna pull all the lows. So the lowest points, they're the ones you wanna pull out first. And you don't wanna over pull it because it just puts a really big high ridges in. So you wanna gently just work it all around. I'm gonna start, let's start on the lowest point there. This might do a little zap, so just be careful. A bit of spark might come out. You just hit that earth, flick that over again. Right, we're back. Take 4. So if this does the job right, we should see the dent come out nicely. You see that magic? Yeah? Always give it like half a second or a second to let it cool down so it can catch. Now, you notice here, you see that high spot there? So I'm gonna, when I pull that, I'm gonna try and put some tension and gently just tap the high down while I'm trying to pull the low up. just to transfer the metal around, right? So we'll let that cool down. So all I want to do is, hopefully I don't fall off the ladder. So just very lightly, I'm literally letting the hammer, I'm not smashing it. What I'll do is I'll get the sander or the grinder with a sanding disc on it, just sand it off. And if there's any little high spots still just showing up, we can use the end of a Phillips head screwdriver, just put it right on the mark and just gently just tap it just to bring it back down. Because if you sand too much of it, then you're just taking the metal and you're thinning it out. I've got the magic in me. Done. I'll run my hands on it. Anything that's really still pointing up, we'll just give it a love tap and get it ready for bog work. See, like that, Zane, if you get close, you see little high spots where we dent pulled. So I'll just go, anything really. Here's a 1/4 inch extension.
Once the dents were mostly sorted, it was time for bog.
Bit of body filler, hardener, comes in all sorts of colors. Now, the trick is, the hotter the day, less hardener you use. The colder the weather, you put that bit extra. Okay, on a hot day, if you put too much, before you're done mixing, sometimes it gets like a cheesy, like feta cheese, sort of, it gets a bit chunky and you can't do anything with it. Just got to make sure you mix it properly. If you can see all the hardener not mixed in properly. Now this looks easy, but people that actually do this for a trade, it takes a while. You don't end up all over your fingers. Here's a trick. If you do end up getting a little bit that just dabs down, don't touch it. Let it dry. Once this dries up, you can just basically just flake it right off, okay? If you try and wipe it off, you'll smudge it and it becomes an absolute nightmare to try and clean it. Oh, I just touched it there. You want to get this before it gets too dry. It's a little bit warm. It's definitely dry enough. Can't rub my fingernails on it. So we normally do about 70% with 80, do probably about 20% with 120, and then try and finish it with 180 and 240, okay? So this is gonna probably need a second coat anyway, they normally do. So you can see, Zane, the general shape's starting to become there. Don't overdo it, but just follow the shape. We just get rid of these edges. Now we go down to 120, okay? Same sort of setup, just. Everything just blended in nicely. That's pretty good there, I'm happy with that.
Mate, masking up is a tedious job. Like everything we do though, preparation's key. You'll see here that I'm masking up the entire engine bay. Now, if this is your first time doing it, I'd recommend doing the whole engine bay because you don't know where that overspray is going to end up. You really want to spend as much time here as you can. Carefully mask all the rubbers, windows, remove what you're able to remove like mirrors, door handles, lights, all that stuff. Always remember the golden rule. If you don't want paint on it, remove it or mask it up. When you're doing your masking, make sure you press down really firmly on the tape. You want a good seal between the tape and whatever it is you're protecting from the paint. The gun pressure will lift it up and you'll get all sorts of overspray.
Zane's already done all the hard work here, guys. He's taken all the badges off, everything off. Now the double-sided tape's left on there. Old little razor blade. There's a little trick to these, right? Get a bit of tape and just wrap it on itself a couple of times. Gives you that extra grip. And what we do, just come side on, not digging in because you'll dig some of the paint off. Fingers out of the way. We take most of it off now. When we're sanding it, it's a lot easier to deal with. That's the easy part. Just a little bit. Time to prep. We're just going to use a 180 grit because we're going to use the Urki Text on it, so it doesn't have to be super fine. So what I've got here, I've got a palm sander here. It's called a soft pad. Right? So we put the soft pad on it. What the soft pad does, it minimizes the grip force, so it doesn't really dig in all the edges and doesn't take too much paint off. By putting the soft pad on, we can control the pressure. We want to get rid of all this dirty stuff that's sitting on there because we don't want to get it stuck behind the paint. I'm just going to work this area first, right? All the dirty stuff is pretty much gone. This bonnet should only take about 2 minutes to rub, so all in all, really the whole car should take us about, let's say, half an hour. While Zane's stuck in first gear with the handbrake on sanding one panel, I finished my side, did the tailgate, made a cup of tea, came back and went over it again. So all jokes aside, it was his first attempt. If you're doing it at home, take your time and make sure you do it right.
Quick look at the tailgate, eh?
Yep.
All right, what do you want to show them?
Just want to show them how we've sanded everything down and then we've put tape on right over exactly where the dents are.
Yep.
So that we don't have to remember where they were. Because we got the, once you mix the bog, you don't have much time. Now you remember everything I taught you, right?
Yes, Gary.
All right.
Okay.
I always like watching rookies trying to do this for the first time.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious.
For anyone watching at home, what I'm doing at the moment is setting the camera up to be as Gary-proof as possible. Everybody get ready for Gary.
Hey, I don't know what's going to be more funny, me holding the camera or you mixing the bog and trying to put all the bog work
Look,
in.
if anyone can even see me mixing the bog, I'm sure it'll be hilarious.
You'll see it. You'll see. Your fingers might be stuck together,
yeah.
but you'll see it. Come on, I don't have all day. Give me the camera.
All right.
So I don't have to touch anything?
No, it's filming, right? You can't get that close. It's not going to work. Oh, God.
Mate, your head even looked bigger from here. Mate, this is a wide zoom and I'm struggling to get you all in it. All right, let's go.
All right, what
I
am I
forgot
doing?
to put your head in there.
What am I doing?
Right, you're mixing bog.
Cool.
I can't see the bog board, mate.
Mate, you're on the camera. You need
Now,
to figure it out.
You know how many dents you got? You know how much bog you need, roughly?
No?
This camera's heavy, man. I'm getting
Yeah, man.
tired. Hurry up.
Yeah, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's call it 10 dents, right?
Okay. Roughly each side, each one's the size of a golf ball or less.
Less.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, so how do you scoop this out?
With your hands, mate, and the applicator. Just get in there
Just get
and
in there,
scoop it
yeah.
out.
All right, yep.
Yep.
Do you reckon that's enough or more?
I don't know how much you got left on the bench.
Well, there's enough there for about 3, I think. 3
Yeah,
dents. Yep.
I'd go a little bit more.
A bit more, yep. Okay,
Yep.
cool. So for those watching at home, how would you judge how much you need?
Just imagine each dent, the size of each dent, and then you roughly estimate how much body filler you need.
Right.
But keep in mind, you're not, when I say size of a golf ball, I don't mean the whole golf ball itself. Like the dent is the size of a golf ball. So you don't need the depth.
The size of a golf ball.
Fuck me, you know what I mean.
Okay, so what am I putting with this?
Hardener.
How much?
Do a length.
A length.
Yep.
Is that like a fathom?
Short length.
Is that a length?
Yep, that's enough.
That's a length, yep. Cool.
I can't zoom in there, can I?
You can come closer.
Oh, this is the fun part. Right. Now you got to mix it so it all mixes in. What are you, fucking baking a cake?
Ah, it's just like when you make like a McFlurry at McDonald's, right? Just get the ice cream, put some M&Ms in there.
McFlurry, mate.
Look, mate, I think that looks pretty bloody good.
Scoop all of it together into a little ball.
Look, mate, you know more about little balls than I do.
Now wipe it off the applicator, mate. Both sides, and now scoop it all together. Oh, fucking the other way, mate.
What do you mean? All right, I think that looks pretty good. What do you reckon?
Sure. So when it doesn't dry and there's patches of bog that doesn't dry, that's because you haven't mixed it properly. But sure, come on, get into it.
Cool. All right.
What you want to do is take one bit of tape off.
Yep.
Wipe the bog in. Hurry up, mate. You know it's called a hardener in there for a reason, right? Did you find the dent or you lost it already?
Couldn't even see when I took the tape off it. Oh, that's
right
it there.
Every part of my body wants to fucking throw this camera at you, pick up that shit off your hands and actually do it. Mate, the dent was the size of a golf ball. You've done a whole golf course there. I'd rather watch a horror movie.
This is a horror movie.
You are a horror movie.
For me, it is.
Oh, fuck, move on to the next dent, please. Oh, can I just take over?
I wish you would.
Put it on the ground.
No, I'm going to put it up here.
Fucking come and take this. This is dry. I can't use it. Yeah, mate, the trick is you got to move quick, but you got to be gentle with it. What does the guy do? He goes like this, he goes.
A good trick here to save paper and tape is to get a roll of aluminium foil out, or aluminum if you're from America. Wrap the metal up like a roast, but make sure you use a little bit of tape to keep it from falling off. I threw some old blankets over the tyres, then used 180 grit to get that last minute bog work ready for paint. We're at that part of the process where we're about to paint. This guy's going to do the thing he does best. Right, we'll do another take.
All right.
While we're at that part of the process where we're about to do the paint on the Triton, take 4.
Take 4, okay.
Take 4. Oh!
All right, let's go, serious, go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hang on, hey man.
Hey, mate.
You don't have a half-inch impact, do you?
He's got a half-inch you can take, mate.
Right, take 77.
Take 12. Look, all you need to know, right, we're about to paint that fucking thing. He's going to show you how to do it. You can do it at home. Let's go.
Let's get into it. One of the advantages of using products similar as this Urki Text or Raptor coat or anything else for that matter, you can do it at home. Because it's a coarser finish, you can get away with a bit of dirt, a bit of mess. An average person can pick up a gun, read the instructions, and have a crack. Urki Text is like same as like an underbody Stone Guard Raptor finish. Let it dry for about a week or two before you go off-road, and it'll be hard as nails. So there are different products. Financially, these are a lot better, they're a lot cheaper. They will give you the same result. It'll last just as well if you do all your preparation right. Half the price, can't go wrong. We are doing a budget build at the end of the day. Urki Text, 4:1 ratio, 4 parts, 1 part hardener. These come in binder, which means it doesn't have any color in it, just the binder so you can mix it together. I'm pretty sure it's about a 3.4 liters, which means you got to put around 600 paint, which makes it 4 liters. So you have a 4:1 ratio. Now we're going to talk about the spray gun. Doesn't have to be expensive for these ones. This stuff's pretty thick. You want to try and get a consistent spray out of it. If you get a small tip like a 1.3, 1.4, even a 1.8, you're going to struggle to get that texture and the finish that you're after. So 2.0 is the way to go. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put the color in the binder, and I'll show you how we change the color. So that's it there. Real thick stuff. It's not very runny. All right. Now the color, guys. We did play around with the color. It's not just the standard color that he's chosen. It's a color that we had a couple of bits and we mixed a bit of this, bit of that, until he was happy with the texture and the color. So as you can see, it's got that, it's almost like a charcoal gray with a fair bit of blue metallic through it. You shouldn't see any other Tritons looking like this. Now, minimum you should put in here is about 600. I'll mix it. If I think it needs a bit more to get that more of a pop, we'll just add a bit more. It's no big deal about it. This is it, man. This is the color.
Heck yes.
Just gotta make sure that we don't have any areas where we miss. This is the color, man. Look at that.
Beautiful.
She's looking pretty. Yeah. Zane done everything already this morning, pretty much, but we just want to do final walkover. Then we'll wipe it all down with wax and grease remover, also known as Prepsol. So Prepsol. That will get rid of the last bit of oil, grease, dirt, whatever's left on there, and we wipe it down with a nice clean rag. We might do a little bit of patch priming on all the bare metal where he's done all the bog work, so it's got some kind of a primer seal, and then we'll wet it straight away. Okay. Just want to cover up the bog work or any bare metal, so when we're painting it, it just has something to seal everything up. Okay. Don't try and do it all at once, like I said before. All I'm trying to do is seal it so I don't see any bare metal or any bog work. This is the side Zane did. I think you got to be carried away as usual.
It's beautiful.
You forgot it's just a Triton. A little bit on the pressure. Alright, we'll let that dry. We'll start talking about the color, mixing the color up now. You know, we'll put that first coat on and she'll transform, man. So we've already mixed this earlier. So all I want to do, let's move that out of the way for the time being, is you want to mix it until you hit the top 4 there, because I want to mix a full cup. You see how gooey and thick it is? Yeah, we're pretty much right on the 4 there. So if we want a nice coarse finish, we're not going to put any thinners in it to thin it out. Hardener, so 4, and then we go to the 1, which is 4:1 ratio. So we just put the hardener in nice and slowly. There. Now, get the measurements right, take your time with it, don't be in a hurry. It's ready, yeah, nice and easy to control. If you go crazy, start mixing it, the hardener starts flying out. It's happened to me plenty of times. And you'll know when you've got the right texture. Well, you'll know when it's all mixed, because if you actually have a look, you watch the transformation as I start mixing it. All right, might be going fast, but you'll see in a minute, all of a sudden it just becomes a different, right there. See that?
Yep.
It's more, there's no big chunks in it. So you basically put it straight into the cup. That's why we have a 2.0 tip. Personally, I like to scrape it all because you'll get a lot more out. So you got 3 triggers here. That one controls the flow of how you want it, where you want a narrow point spray or a wide spray. Second trigger there, the tap, controls how much product you want to go pushing through. And then this right here, it's just the air, how much air you want to be pushing through. Spray gun has 2 triggers. First trigger's air. First thing I want to check is my air pressure. Remember I said there's 2 triggers. First one's just air. So I don't want it blowing really hard because it just makes a mess everywhere. So listen, I can put that down to nice control. Okay. Second trigger, I pull it. If you have a look here, that's paint. The trick is you have to keep moving and you have to be consistent. You can't start if you've missed the spot. So if I do that, for example, you'll see close up where I've got a lot of build up. Okay, that's going to show up. So all I want to do is I want to practice just with the air. So it's just smoothing. Just backwards and forwards. Don't worry about rolling. We're not blending anything out. Just want to do that and go backwards and forwards. So now if you have a look at that, you get a beautiful even flow compared to that one. If I wind this in too much, like all the way, watch what happens. So when you're painting a car, have a nice wide flow, so open that right up, as far as it goes. Always do a dummy run, always do a trial, understand what the gun's doing, understand what the paint's doing. So when you do go to paint, you're not practicing it on the car, because once you start there, there's no turning back. You've already made a mess of it. D-Day, man, you ready to go? I'm gonna do this half of the roof, and then I'm gonna go back to the other side and do the other half, so the whole roof's done in one go. I'm not going backwards and forwards, then I'm gonna do the whole side, guys, okay? If you let one side dry and then come back to the other side, what'll happen is you'll end up with a dry spot right in the middle where the joint was when you're trying to paint. You wanna make sure you overlap each layer by about 50%, so you don't end up with lines running through it. I'll do my edges quickly. Probably should have a mask on. Look. When you're doing corners, right? Don't pull trigger, just on and off. Just dab it. Now, I'm not going to do the guard just yet, guys, because if I do the guard and then I'll lean over, at least for the first coat, I've got an easy run. I'll do the bonnet, then I'll do the guard, go to the other side of the bonnet and finish it off that way, right? Okay, I'm going to do the beaver panel, which is that section. Then I want to mix some more paint up because I'm going to stop halfway through because I don't have enough. Better cover your camera up, mate. Remember what I said earlier, guys, on and off the trigger in places where it's got a lot of curves or little edges, because if you go full on, you will wreck it, okay? Just going to mix some more paint up. Just get comfortable too, constantly having that airline in your hand, because if you do forget and you climb up on the roof, what happens is you just drag it across, man, you make some mess. Now remember what I said, not doing the guard. I'm going to lean over for the first coat, second coat I just got to be more careful. So I'll basically lean over as far as I can to make my life easier on the other side. Don't rush. Do the edge. Yeah, I just seen that, so something thick must have came out and spat on it. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. I don't want to touch it just yet. And then I'm hoping that when it gets a bit tacky, I can make it look a bit better and then paint it. Yeah. That's the problem you have when you can't strain it, because you just won't go through the strainer. So you just hope that it comes out alright and you mix it properly. Yep. So I finished here, so I'm not going to continue here. I'm going to come back over there and overlap it. So try and get a consistency again. So. Tricky is, man, don't rush. Be consistent. Second coat, if you've missed little patches where there's a little bit of transparency, that's what the whole second coat's for, okay? I've noticed a little bit of water's coming through here.
Yeah.
So I just want to empty that regulator real quick. Better?
See you later, Betty White.
Tell you what, you think I've done this once or twice? Look at that. How much I got left? Second coat, guys. Same thing, but we're gonna reduce it a little bit. We want it a bit thinner so we get a nice flow of it, and then we'll do the same process.
All right, so Big Dog's just put the first coat on. It looks,
yeah.
Honestly, it looks a lot better than I thought it was going to, hey. Not
Yeah,
that I
mate,
thought it was going to look bad, but just didn't know what exactly to think.
Look, it's a color that you're not gonna see on a Triton or anywhere else. You'll see close colors because we did tweak a few colors that we already had.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to show you guys, so first coat, you never get everything done on a first coat. That's why we put 2 coats.
Yeah.
Sometimes if we do need to, we'll put a third, but we don't need to in this case. So I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but you'll see areas where there's still a bit of transparency and you'll see a little bit of the white. So they're just still showing through.
Bird. 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 Bird.
Bird's a word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird's a word.
So just waiting for this coat to flash off. Doesn't have to be completely dry, but most of the way there. Then the next coat goes on and Bob's your uncle.
It's not bad actually. She's almost
good.
ready to go for second coat.
Can't even see where that water was leaking out.
Yeah, just there.
Very minimal.
Second coat will cover most of that, mate.
Yeah.
So yeah, always
Probably
check your...
important to realise the reason why we're doing the textured coat is because we're going to take it out bush and scratch the fucking thing anyway. So
That's the thing, you can't paint it today and go forward driving tomorrow.
No.
Because it's such a thick material, you need almost a couple of weeks, if not 3 to 4 weeks, just really let it dry.
Well, you're in luck, mate.
You're not going anywhere, are you?
Not that soon.
Didn't think so. Right, second coat on, guys. Hopefully it's the last coat. Same process, 4 to 1, but we're gonna just do something different. We're gonna make it a little bit thinner by putting a bit of reducer, okay? So, same thing. And this product should go a bit further because we're thinning it out, and I'll move slightly faster because it's a thinner material. So hardener, go to the 1. The reason I'm gonna mix this now, guys, is if I just keep putting reducer and everything else, it just gets too wet up the top and it starts spraying everywhere and I'm losing product, okay? So I want to give this a good mix first. Once I think I've got a nice mixture, I can go a bit faster at it and you'll see it. See how it's all nice? So I just want to add a little bit of reducer. Mix it. Oh, there she goes. What not to do. Just add that extra, guys. And what it'll do, you'll notice once I finish mixing it eventually, it'll be a little bit more smoother and it'll run off the mixer a little bit easier. There we go. See how it just ran right off there?
Bonsai.
Yeah.
Coat 2.
Yeah, might be enough to do the top. I've already done that, haven't I? Yep. Right, one more pop, man, and that should be all the car done. How many times do we forget this? Done, man.
So, if you've made it this far, you're probably hanging out to see how much this will cost you to do. This job comes in well under $1,000 and you can knock even more of that price off depending on what materials you already have or what you can borrow from a mate. If you have all the tools and you just need the Urki system, reducer and paint, you'll get out of this full Ute respray for only $333. You can see here that per litre, Urki Text is about half the price of Raptor coat. Now, we're not for a second suggesting it's better or worse than Raptor coat, but the results speak for themselves, and we wanted to do this on a budget. The vast majority of what we've done here can be replicated in a backyard or a carport. So, block a weekend out, grab a mate, grab a carton, and have a crack. You will not regret it.
Right, well, as you can see, the Ute is painted. We have finished the paint job. So that's part one of getting this old heap of shit to be an overland tourer. Midges everywhere.
I'm getting splashed.
Can we go back to where were we, Bathurst?
I don't know,
midges
mate.
down
I'm
there.
getting bitten everywhere.
Fucking hell.
So hurry up.
All right, again. Anyway, as I was saying, paint job's done. Awesome. There goes your phone again, man. Holy shit, can we just get one take
Hey,
out?
I'm busy, man.
The
I'm
sun
busy.
is almost
I'm
down.
all- Just hurry up. Stop talking.
That's all right. Anyway,
Car's painted.
yeah, car's painted. Stick around for the next video because we're going to do the canopy. We're going to build out the back, do the cabinets,
Yep.
12 volt, put some roof racks back on. These ones might stay on the Ute this time if we're lucky. And then, yeah,
Stay tuned.
stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I knew I'd feel stupid the first time I ever said that.
You sounded stupid saying that.
Thanks. Well, I'll try it again. Don't forget to like and subscribe and see you in the next video.
He still sounded stupid.
Car's still ugly as shit.